Okay, 16th note rock fills. What we're going to learn to do here is combine 16th notes with the 8th note rock fills you're learning. Remember, the 8th note rock fills was that rhythm. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... The 16th notes are... At first you might find 4 notes per drum is a bit too much to keep up with if you're beginning. If it's not, great, go for it. Remember, keep it even. Don't do... That's not going to work for you. It has to be even. So what I get people to do at first is to mainly play 8th notes and only put one group of 16th notes within the fill. And always at first go like snare drum, first tom, second tom, floor tom. That way you're doing a certain definite 4 beats per bar, and it's just easy to get it going. Once you're comfortable, put them anywhere. Don't just always go that direction, but at first you do go that direction. So what I encourage people to do first is this simple fill. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 E and a 1. Remember the 16th notes, 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, fill, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 E and a 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm playing in a 4-bar phrase as I was talking about before. When you play in the phrase, try and play around with your bass drum beat and even your snare drum beat a bit within the phrase. Don't always just get stuck in doing the same beat every bar. Now in some songs you're required to always play the same beat, but at some other songs you're required to be a bit more free with the bass drum. And that will develop as you play as you play more. So that's basically your 8th note and 16th note rock beats. The first one I just did, the 16th notes were on the floor tom on the count of 4. You could do the 16th notes on the count of 3 on the second tom. Put them on the first tom on the count of 2. Or on the count of 1. 1 E and a 2 and 3 and 4 and. Then you choose which drum has 16th notes, which is 4 hits, and which drum has 2 notes, which is 8th notes. And that's comfortable. When I do that, that's called unison when they're together. There's all sorts of things you can do with 16th notes or any rhythm. With these fills, the fills we've been doing so far, we've been starting all of the fills on the count of 1 within the bar, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Now, a thing to note, you don't always start the fill on the count of 1. You can start on the count of 2, on the count of 3, or on the count of 4. You can also start in between these notes, and that will develop as you get more comfortable with breaking up rhythm, or the word we use, learning to syncopate the rhythm, which means to break it up. So what I want to do is do a basic fill where I start on the second count of the bar. It's really like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Second bar. Third bar. Now the fourth bar. We go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. So it makes it feel a bit shorter, because sometimes you don't want a long fill. It just gets in the way of the music. And a hint or a tip when it comes to counting a 4-bar grouping, think of it this way. 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4. Eventually you don't need to count, you'll just feel it. So you could also start the fill on the third count of the bar. 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4. You can start on the fourth count of the bar, which is a bit more challenging because you've really got to wait for it. 1, 4. 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, So there your 8th note and 16th note fills. Enjoy your practice, as I always say. Thank you.